Bruce Jenner revealing he considers himself a woman in an exclusive interview with our Diane Sawyer.
Once revered as one of the greatest Olympic athletes of all time, Bruce Jenner transitioned into Caitlyn Jenner, becoming not only an Olympic star, but also a cultural icon. Embracing her true self has brought newfound fulfillment, marking a journey from falsehood to authenticity. Originally known for her athletic prowess, Caitlyn reveals that her early involvement in sports was partly driven by a combination of learning disabilities and low self-esteem. Yet, this was just one facet of her complex journey. Her first marriage just couldn't survive all of her secrets, and neither could her next two. Here is the true story of how Bruce Jenner became Caitlyn Jenner. William Bruce Jenner, known for his rugged athleticism, earned the nickname Bruiser from his father. However, Caitlyn Jenner reveals that her early pursuit of sports was not solely driven by her father's influence. Dealing with dyslexia that hindered her academic performance and caused her to struggle in school, Caitlyn found refuge in sports, where her dyslexia didn't hold her back. Despite its challenges, Caitlyn believes her dyslexia set her apart and propelled her towards athletic success. Yet there was more to Caitlyn's uniqueness than just dyslexia. From a young age, Caitlyn grappled with a profound confusion about her gender identity. In her memoir, The Secrets of My Life, Caitlyn candidly shares that she began privately wearing her mother's dresses at age 10, meticulously marking where each item belonged to keep her secret hidden. She describes her early life as a series of guarded moments, where the walls around her true self grew higher and more impenetrable over time. This struggle left Caitlyn feeling isolated, envious of those who appeared comfortable and secure in their own identities, while she wrestled with her own. Caitlyn's dedication to athletics paid off handsomely during her high school years, where she excelled as the MVP of the basketball, football, and track teams. This prowess earned her a football scholarship to what is now Graceland University. Unfortunately, her athletic journey faced a setback when a knee injury forced her to abandon football. Undeterred, Caitlyn pivoted to the decathlon and achieved a commendable 10th-place finish at the 1972 Summer Olympics in Munich. Rather than rest on this achievement, it fueled her determination to push even harder despite her ongoing struggle with gender identity. Amidst these athletic triumphs, Caitlyn also found confidence in her sexuality, acknowledging her attraction to women. She married Christy Crownover, whose unwavering support enabled Caitlyn to pursue her Olympic dreams while Christy worked as a flight attendant. During their first year of marriage, Christy became the first person to whom Caitlyn confided her truth about gender identity, marking a pivotal moment in their relationship. Despite Christy's acceptance, Caitlyn's secret created an underlying unease in their marriage. "It's so hard to wrap your head around it," Christy admitted, especially given Bruce's reputation as a traditionally masculine figure. Compounding their challenges, Caitlyn dedicated 6 to 8 hours daily to rigorous training for her athletic pursuits. It wasn't merely a physical trial, but a soul-searching journey into her identity and self-worth. Between 1973 and 1976, Caitlyn competed in 13 decathlons, culminating in a remarkable performance at the 1976 Olympic Games in Montreal. There, she not only set a world record, but also clinched the gold medal, solidifying her status as one of the world's greatest athletes. Despite her athletic triumphs, Caitlyn's marriage with Christy faltered. After welcoming 2 children together, Burton and Cassandra, Caitlyn and Christy divorced in 1981. While Christy maintained she accepted Caitlyn for who she was, Caitlyn struggled with self-acceptance, ultimately leading to the dissolution of their marriage. Immediately after finalizing her divorce, Caitlyn married Linda Thompson. Just 5 months later, they joyfully welcomed their first son, Brandon. 2 years following Brandon's birth, Linda gave birth to another son, Sam, who is more famously known as Brody. During this time, Caitlyn began undergoing hormone therapy treatments and electrolysis sessions secretly. Despite her public appearances giving motivational speeches about athletics, Caitlyn felt self-conscious, often wearing bras and pantyhose underneath her clothing. Eventually, Caitlyn confided in Linda about her gender identity struggles. "My remarkable husband came to me one day and said, 'I need to tell you something about myself,'" Caitlyn recalled. Initially, Linda feared Caitlyn was about to confess to an affair, but instead, Caitlyn revealed her true identity as a woman. Linda was devastated and caught completely off guard by this revelation. Despite her shock, she made a concerted effort to support Caitlyn. It broke my heart to think that he had struggled so long and so hard," Linda recalled. The first time Linda saw Caitlyn dressed in women's clothing, she broke down in tears, realizing the person she had fallen in love with was truly a woman. Following their divorce, Caitlyn fell into a deep depression. She never blamed Linda for her initial reaction, yet she felt humiliated and increasingly desperate to conceal her true self. This fear of discovery led Caitlyn to withdraw from her friends, family, and even her own children. As her children grew older, they admitted feeling abandoned by their father during those years. "Growing up, I didn't really have the greatest relationship with Bruce. I didn't see him that often," they reflected. For Caitlyn, telling the truth about who she truly was felt nearly impossible. "That's very hard for Bruce Jenner to say because why? I don't want to disappoint people," she lamented. Some days, Caitlyn found solace in the thought that when she passed away, she could be buried as a woman rather than as a man. Yet actually living authentically seemed completely out of reach. At her lowest point, Caitlyn met Kris Jenner while grappling with depression and financial struggles, with only $200 in her bank account. They were set up on a blind date, and according to Kris, it was love at first sight. Kris, too, was going through a tough time, as her marriage to Robert Kardashian was ending due to an affair on her part. After just 5 months of dating, they married, and Kris became not only her wife, but also her manager. "I met this wonderful woman, the love of your life. You get married, and of course, you wind up having children. Being a step-parent isn't easy," Caitlyn reflected. According to Caitlyn, managing step-parenting became increasingly challenging as the girls grew older. She recalls a moment with then 14-year-old Courtney during breakfast. "I said, good morning, and she looks at me and goes, 'I hate when you talk to me that way.'" Despite the family's financial struggles, Kris stayed proactive, booking speaking engagements for Caitlyn and leveraging her athletic career to create their own line of stair-climbing equipment. They even launched an infomercial titled "Superfit with Bruce Jenner," which brought in much-needed cash flow and taught Kris valuable lessons in content creation. However, this period of their lives has two sides. Kris Jenner claims she had no idea that the husband she loved was actually a woman. In contrast, Caitlyn reveals in her memoir that Kris married her to provoke her ex-husband and was fully aware of her secrets. "You are the tough one to talk to out of anybody." "Okay, well, maybe it's because I'm the one you lied to the longest," Caitlyn expressed candidly. The couple faced infertility issues that Caitlyn attributed to her hormone therapy, making it remarkable that Kendall and Kylie were born despite these challenges. Keeping Up with the Kardashians, a long-running show, is well known, but Caitlyn admitted she's unsure what viewers find appealing about it, though she enjoyed being part of it. She believed the show forced the family to communicate more openly than they might have otherwise. Caitlyn expressed happiness that the show contributed to her children's success today. While Kris Jenner insists she didn't know the full extent of Caitlyn's secret, Kim Kardashian, her daughter, was aware after discovering Caitlyn dressed in women's clothing. Kim believes Kris loved Caitlyn so deeply, she avoided discussing the sensitive topic. In 2014, following Caitlyn Jenner's separation from Kris Jenner, Caitlyn felt compelled to recommence her gender transition journey, grappling with severe depression that at times left her contemplating drastic measures. She candidly shared with ABC that thoughts of ending her life crossed her mind, but she ultimately resolved, "I can't do something like that." I want to know how this story ends. With renewed determination, Caitlyn resumed hormone therapy, embarking once again on the path of gender confirmation. She began undergoing surgical procedures gradually, starting with a procedure to shave down her Adam's apple. However, the media inadvertently caught wind of her transition journey when a tabloid journalist spotted Caitlyn leaving a doctor's office, triggering viral speculation even before Caitlyn was ready to publicly address her transition. After undergoing a 10-hour facial feminization surgery, which included procedures beyond just shaving her Adam's apple, Caitlyn Jenner experienced a moment of uncertainty, a first-time panic attack in her 65 years. Stepping into the hallway afterward, she paced for about 15 seconds, questioning herself. What did I just do? What did I just do to myself? This pivotal moment marked Jenner's definitive commitment to her gender transition, a profound decision she had known was right throughout her life. Fortunately, her gender counselor reassured her that such moments of doubt were natural, likely influenced by the effects of pain medication. With her counselor's support, Jenner found peace of mind and never wavered in her conviction again. However, as we all know, the truth eventually surfaced in 2014 when TMZ broke the story that Caitlyn had consulted with a plastic surgeon about a laryngeal shave, a procedure to reduce the prominence of Adam's apple. Initially, Caitlyn denied everything, but internally she panicked, fearing her secret was exposed. In that dark moment, she contemplated taking her own life rather than facing public disclosure. Instead, Caitlyn seized control of her narrative, publicly coming out during an interview with Diane Sawyer. For Caitlyn, this candid revelation was more challenging than winning Olympic gold, but ultimately, it brought her true happiness. At 65 years old, Caitlyn Jenner made the courageous decision to come out publicly as a transgender woman. Reflecting on her journey, she expressed profound relief and gratitude for embracing her true identity, as shared in Vanity Fair. If I was lying on my deathbed and had kept this secret, never doing anything about it, I would be lying there regretting my entire life. I never faced myself, and I don't want that. For Jenner, seeing her driver's license adorned with the name Caitlyn Marie Jenner alongside her photo was a deeply emotional moment as she revealed to people. It marked a pivotal milestone where she finally felt acknowledged and validated for who she truly was. Despite the newfound freedom, Jenner admitted to pondering the possibilities of her future as Caitlyn, now living authentically in her own skin. In 2015, Caitlyn Jenner made headlines by starring in her own reality television show, I Am Kate, marking a significant moment in her journey as a transgender woman. The show, however, was not without controversy. Many critics viewed it as a mere money-making venture for the Jenner-Kardashian family, casting doubt on its authenticity. Despite initial skepticism, E's head of programming, Jeff Old, emphasized to Vanity Fair that I Am Kate aimed to be more than just another Kardashian spin-off. We all love ratings, he acknowledged, but we understand the power and responsibility to share this story. The series was poised to shed light on Jenner's personal evolution and the broader issues facing the transgender community. After airing for 2 seasons, I Am Kate was unexpectedly canceled. A spokesperson for E expressed pride in the show's impact, stating to Variety, "We are incredibly proud of the 2 seasons of I Am Kate, a groundbreaking docu-series that sparked an important and unprecedented global conversation about transgender people, their struggles and triumphs." The decision not to continue was described as mutual between Jenner and the network, citing a decline in viewership from the first season. Despite the setback, Caitlyn Jenner remained resolute in her mission to advocate for transgender visibility and acceptance. In a tweet following the show's conclusion, Jenner expressed readiness for her next endeavors, eager to continue shaping the narrative and fostering understanding of transgender experiences on her own terms. In 2017, Caitlyn Jenner took a bold step in sharing her life story with the world through her memoir, titled The Secrets of My Life. The book delved deep into her journey, including her struggles, triumphs, and the profound impact of her gender transition. Speaking candidly in an interview with ABC, Jenner explained her motivation for writing the memoir amidst intense media scrutiny. "I really had no choice but to come out publicly just because the tabloids and the media were just destroying me for so long," she revealed. Reflecting on her journey, Jenner acknowledged the challenges she faced, admitting, "I've worked over the last few years, been misunderstood, and made a lot of mistakes." Despite the controversies surrounding her public life, Jenner remains committed to making a positive impact within the transgender community. She emphasized that her memoir aimed to authentically portray her truth and experiences. However, the reception of The Secrets of My Life was mixed. Jenner's ex-wife, Kris Jenner, expressed disappointment and frustration about the book, highlighting differing perspectives and personal feelings. Caitlyn defended her memoir as extraordinarily honest, asserting, "When you do a book like this, there are different opinions. Beyond the personal and familial tensions, Jenner's memoir sparked conversations about gender identity, acceptance, and the complexities of personal transformation in the public eye. Despite criticism, Jenner's courage in sharing her story has continued to resonate with readers seeking insight into the challenges and triumphs of living authentically in a scrutinizing spotlight. In an interview with The Guardian, Caitlyn Jenner delved into her political beliefs, a topic that has stirred controversy within the LGBTQ+ community. Notably, Jenner revealed that she voted for Donald Trump in the 2016 presidential election due to her stance on limited government, lower taxes, and less regulation. This decision sparked significant backlash from many LGBTQ+ advocates and individuals. One of the primary concerns voiced by critics was Trump's administration rolling back protections for transgender individuals. For instance, policies were changed that previously safeguarded transgender people from discrimination in homeless shelters and when seeking housing assistance funded by federal resources. Additionally, early in Trump's presidency, guidelines under Title IX, which outlined protections for transgender students in schools, were rescinded by the Departments of Justice and Education. These actions were seen as detrimental to the rights and safety of transgender Americans, as documented by advocacy groups like Trans Equality. Despite her support for certain Republican principles, Jenner acknowledged the shortcomings of the party on issues affecting the LGBTQ+ community. "Now, do I agree with the Republicans on every issue? Absolutely not," Jenner emphasized. "And I know I'm not stupid. I know that they're not as good when it comes to LGBT issues. Okay? The Democrats do better there." Despite the controversies she has stirred within various communities, Caitlyn Jenner remains resolute in her journey. "This is my journey. Yes, it is different than other trans people, but when I wake up in the morning, I'm happy with myself," she affirmed to People magazine. Jenner's political stance, including her support for Donald Trump in the 2016 election, has been a point of contention. However, she has stated that she does not regret her decision, even as she openly criticizes Trump and his administration on multiple fronts. She has declined opportunities to engage with Trump personally, such as turning down golf outings, citing her reluctance to be seen publicly with him. "As far as my community goes, I realize my loyalties do not lie with Donald Trump or the Republican Party," she clarified in an interview with The Guardian. "But I lean on that side." Acknowledging her complexity as a voter, Jenner emphasized that she is not defined by a single issue. "I'm not a one-issue voter," she asserted, explaining that her decision-making process considers a range of policy areas. "I would rather fight the Republicans to do a better job when it comes to all LGBT issues than fight the Democrats to lower taxes and give us less regulations out there for business," she elaborated. Opening up about her identity, also allowed Caitlyn to mend relationships with her children from her first two marriages, whom she had distanced herself from over the years due to Bruce's numerous secrets and inner turmoil. According to her son, Brody, their relationship has never been stronger, and he witnesses Caitlyn living as a much more liberated person. The transformation from Bruce to Caitlyn is profound and inspiring to witness. Caitlyn's relationships with the Kardashian Jenner children have been fraught with complexity. Many of them were deeply hurt by comments Caitlyn made about Kris, both in interviews and in her memoir. Khloe, in particular, was furious to learn about Caitlyn's transition during a business meeting for the show I Am Kate, feeling blindsided by the news. Despite being once very close, Caitlyn admits she hasn't spoken to Khloe in 5 or 6 years, an estrangement that weighs heavily on her. She acknowledges the passage of time with regret. Honestly, it's been 5-6 years. I really haven't talked to her since. On the other hand, Kendall and Kylie remain close to their dad, maintaining a supportive relationship. Kim, Kourtney, and Kris strive to maintain civility for the sake of the family's harmony, navigating the complexities of blended families with grace. Caitlyn has been married 3 times, but isn't sure if she wants to date again. Despite public curiosity about her sexuality, Caitlyn clarifies she isn't seeking a relationship with anyone of any gender at the moment. However, Caitlyn shares a deep bond with Sophia Hutchins, a fellow trans woman and close friend. Despite persistent rumors and media speculation about their relationship, Caitlyn and Sophia maintain that they are not romantically involved. They live together, work together, and even share a dog, fostering a strong and supportive friendship. After being a public figure for so many years, both before and after her transition, Caitlyn Jenner recently took a much-needed break from the spotlight. Despite her involvement in reality TV, she values her privacy and prefers to keep certain aspects of her life out of public scrutiny. The constant speculation about her dating life and questions regarding her surgeries eventually became overwhelming. However, for those interested in Caitlyn's latest endeavors, there's good news. Her close friend and manager, Sophia Hutchins, secured her a spot on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. This new opportunity marks Caitlyn's return to television on her own terms. Despite ongoing rumors, Sophia maintains that their relationship is purely platonic. She primarily serves as Caitlyn's manager and closest confidant. Caitlyn appreciates Sophia's support and friendship, which have been constant in her life amidst the ups and downs of fame. Having endured many years of personal challenges in relative silence, Caitlyn is now embracing her return to the screen with renewed enthusiasm and a desire to share her story on her own terms. What are your thoughts on the journey of this former Olympic athlete? Share your views on Caitlyn Jenner in the comments section below to let us know. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content from us. Goodbye for now.